Good evening and welcome to the 2019 Junior Scholars Award Ceremony. We are so excited to celebrate our 7th grade students that qualified for the Duke TIP Talent Search, meaning that students scored in the 95th percentile on the state standardized tests in the last 2 years. We're so excited to celebrate these students and recognize their achievements.
Well, I would like to welcome you to our very first Waco ISD Junior Scholars event. I am Dr. Susan Kincannon, Superintendent of Schools here in Waco ISD. I've been here just a few weeks. I started on September the 5th. This is an honor to be here this evening. It's something that I enjoy doing as a superintendent. I've done this in my prior district, and I really want to connect with our top students. I wanted to, students, let you know that this is a really special honor. Getting invited to be here this evening is something that not every student gets to be invited to, and that's because you're one of our top academic students. So we're going to do 3 things this evening. First, we want to honor you for your academic achievements. We recognize that you are our top students, and so we want to honor you and then give you some information this evening. We want to make sure that you sign up for the ACT that will be held on February the 8th. You have earned the opportunity to take the ACT, the college entrance exam, sitting alongside of high school students. And you'll do that at either MCC or at Baylor University, depending on which location you and your parents select for that day. And we want you to follow through and make sure that you get registered and that you attend. And it may be a little bit intimidating to get to go and do that and sit beside juniors and seniors in high school, but you'll be just fine, I promise. And so I know when I did this with my daughter, we got up early, we went to breakfast, we took some deep breaths, and it was a great day. So I know you will do great. And I'm going to say with great confidence that most of you, and I hope you believe me because this is true, but most of you are going to perform as well or better on that test than a lot of high school students do. And that's a really cool thing to get to do that as a 7th grader. You'll get a report back that will show you how you compared to all of the older students who are taking that exam as well. So that's pretty awesome. And something that's really great in Waco ISD is that the school district pays for the test for you. That's a big deal. That doesn't happen everywhere. So congratulations to you students, and so you should take advantage of that. And then as a side note for parents, I want to encourage you not only to have your student take the ACT, but I would encourage you to have them also take the SAT, if not now, but in the future. And so your colleges and universities will look at both of those scores, and when they look for scholarship information, they're going to award scholarships based on the highest score. So it's a great idea to take both, see where your strengths are, and sometimes you'll do better on one or the other, and so you can really maximize your scholarship dollars there. So and then finally, I just want you all students to think about the next several years as one of our top students in the district. So you guys are the class of 2025? Is that right? Yeah, don't be shy. Class of 2025, right? So you have just a few years to go, and it will be here before you know it. And you guys should be thinking about the path ahead of you. And so if I can give you any advice this evening, it would be that you study for your college entrance exams and that you make those a priority. So as you head off to high school in the next couple of years, you're going to be focused on selecting courses and the path that you want to take with dual credit and advanced placement. You're going to be focused on your grades and your grade point average, and that's all very important. but equally as important is your college entrance exam scores. And so I want you to remember that when you leave here this evening. There'll be a lot of pressure in high school for the GPA, and that's great, but college entrance exams are equally as important. So let me encourage you to take advantage of the opportunity to go ahead and take that ACT on February the 8th. I believe we have some computers available this evening, parents, for you all to be able to sign up. And students, I want you to stay focused on that for the next several years. I hope to have you back and honor you again as you get a little bit older and take the PSAT at the high school level. And just want to congratulate you on having done so well so far as a seventh grade student. Parents, I want to congratulate you on the success of your students and thank you for sharing them with us. We know you have choices, and we so appreciate having your students in public school and being a part of the system. So appreciate that very much. So before we honor the students, which is what we came to do, I want to introduce our new Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Dina Kornblum. Would you come out and wave, Dina? Would you guys give her a hand? And Dina's going to be working with our curriculum and instruction program to continue to develop our advanced academics program in the district and strengthen our overall program so that you guys can continue to be successful. Now let me introduce Mrs. Ashley Duncan, Director of Advanced Academics.
Good evening. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize some of our middle school principals that are here with us tonight. I'd like to recognize Mr. Matt Rambo with Tennyson Middle School. Mrs. Stephanie Tankersley from Lake Air Montessori. Mr. Joe Alexander is principal of Indian Spring Middle School. Mr. Philip Perry is the principal at Carver Middle School. And Mr. Alonzo McAdoo is the principal at Cesar Chavez Middle School. So to begin our evening, we have a special guest, Abigail Zimmerman, to speak with you about her experience as a junior scholar. Abigail is a sophomore at Waco High School. She participated in Duke Tip program and took the SAT in the 7th grade, just like you. Abigail earned a place in the top 5% of Duke Tip scholars in the state of Texas. She hopes to study public administration and science in college and work in the political field. She enjoys reading, writing, baking, and tennis. Please welcome Abigail Zimmerman.
3 years ago, in 7th grade, I received a letter. The contents of said letter set off a chain of events that have changed my life for the better. The letter? It was my acceptance into the Duke Tip program and an invitation to take the ACT or SAT. Now, taking the SAT or the ACT as a 12-year-old is daunting, no doubt about it. It's scary. You grew up hearing about this test, how important it is, how it can make or break your getting accepted to college. However, through hard work and lots of studying, I made it to test day. Shout out to Khan Academy. So, I took the test, I went home, and I waited. A few months later, I got my scores back. I did well. Having that score and being able to see exactly what I got wrong and why laid the groundwork for future years. It told me where I struggled so that I could work on those areas. This entire experience certainly took a lot of hard work, grit, and determination. I had to take risks, terrifying ones. Nothing can quite prepare you for sitting in a room full of high school seniors being so small compared to them. But it is so worth it. Because of it, I've been able to work on math and reading and writing, preparing me further for when I take the ACT and SAT for real, and even the PSAT, which I took just a few weeks ago. Now, all of this is by no means easy. Self-advocacy is incredibly important. You have to stand up for yourself to get where you want to be. The ACT and SAT are important for college, but so are grades. You have to learn to stick up for yourself to a teacher, whether it be because of an incorrect test question or a grade they gave you that you find wrong. Learning to take control of your success without your parents is one of the most important skills you need throughout high school and beyond. So, as you prepare to take the ACT, take some deep breaths. You've got this. However high or low your score, it can only serve to help you. Just remember that hard work, grit, risk-taking, and self-advocacy are what you need for your success. Now let's do this.
Let's give Abigail another round of applause. Thank you, Abigail. As part of our award ceremony this evening, I would like to recognize students who were invited to participate in the 2019 Duke University Talent Identification Program's 7th grade talent search. The 7th grade talent search is open to current 7th grade students who qualify through one of three methods: scoring at or above the 95th percentile across the nation on an acceptable grade level National Standardized Achievement or Ability Test, scoring at or above the 90th percentile on a state assessment like the STAR, or scoring a 125 or above on an accepted IQ test. Duke TIP is a nonprofit organization dedicated to serving academically gifted students. Duke TIP works with students, their families, and educators to identify, challenge, engage, and help students reach their highest potential. The 7th grade talent search identifies bright 7th graders based on standardized test scores achieved while attending elementary and middle school. Candidates are invited to take the ACT or SAT college entrance exams as 7th graders, which allows them greater insight into their academic abilities. In addition, they gain valuable benefits and have access to unique resources for gifted students. Following our ceremony this evening, we will have an opportunity for you to register your student if you have not already done so. Waco ISD has arranged again to cover the cost of participation for all 7th graders this year, as Dr. Kincannon stated. We will provide transportation to and from Baylor University or MCC on February 8th, exam day. Students, we are very proud of you and we would like to recognize you for your achievements. If you will please stand and follow Ms. Donaldson to come to the stage. Elijah Anderson. Elijah, welcome. Yazina Antonio. Come on. Oscar Barreto. Destiny Benavides. Joseph Calabero. Osmar Cazares. Jacob Collier. Efren Cruz. Liliana De Leon. Nordalina Duran. Oscar Duran. Luis Enriquez. Caden Fillmore. Say it again. RJ Galbert. Christian Hernandez. Miguel Hernandez. Braylon Hicks. Hold on just a second. Dautrell Kendricks. Zanaya Majors. Welcome, Zanaya. Jonathan Marmolejo. Christis McNeil. Diana Medrano. Hold on just a second. Tanaya Montalego. We're going to give them just a second. I think I was going faster than. Thank you, Haley. Haley Mullen. Jorge Nunez. Crystal Ochoa. Leonardo Olivares. John Palomino. John Paul. Luke Perez. Emily Porter. Melanie Prado. Isaiah Pullen. Michelle Ramos. Crystal Ritchie. Angel Soto. William Tate. Jasmine Velez. Alexis Villagomez. I think I can guess where her family might be. And Jarvis Wilson. Let's give our scholars another round of applause. Now, scholars, I have something to ask of you. Part of being a scholar is working hard, being persistent in the face of adversity or struggle. Our families are a huge part of that. So let's look at our families and our friends and give them a round of applause for the support that they've given us in achieving our goals. Thank you all very much for coming this evening. We appreciate all of your hard work and dedication to your students in Waco ISD. Thank you very much.